I always tell people just apologize for the fan noises. It's hot.
That's what I was going to say. You know what the sad thing, excuse me, about recording is? This is overpowering. So right now, you guys hear the fan over me. So I'm going to keep a little bit of fan because I think 80 degrees is hot and we're at 85 degrees.
Somewhere really far down in the land down under, where they're upside down and backwards, I hear two little voices scream, "That's not hot." And I tell them, boo.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
hot.
see, that's what they were saying in Las Vegas, too. They're like, oh, 85 degrees? That's a cool, nice temperature.
No.
And I went, well...
That's like, see, the funny thing is that then you put that on the flip side and we start talking about winter, how happy we are at the temperature, and everyone's like, what's wrong with you? That's freezing. I'm like, no, this is nice.
That's true. And see, I'm mixed. I love the winter, but I love to swim. And I love to play in the canal. And I love to go hiking.
I love mountains.
And...
But mountains, like, my favorite time to go to mountains is in the spring and the fall when there's still some snow. So it's like that mix of snow and not snow.
But without summers, that wouldn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
And so I do love all four seasons.
Oh, yeah, no.
I just have my favorite season.
I just don't like heat.
So if I could
summer.
live
It's just too hot for me.
with an ice vest on, I would be happy.
Like the one they made for Hagrid's suit.
I just want a permanent ice vest.
And in Harry Potter, because Hagrid's suit is so thick to make him look like a giant, as well as the furs and all that on it, they have an ice vest in it that's water cooled, liquid cooled ice vest. That's like pumps nitroglycerin through it. And I'm like, I would like that. That sounds great. It's one of the main reasons I keep shaving my hair off. Because I'm like, I start growing it long and I'm like, it's hot.
Well, that's the problem that I'm starting to get at. And I've got a couple more inches to go. I am growing my hair out for Locks of Love.
Yep. Lovely locks.
And they need 10 inches.
I'm apparently showing off my calves, Ben.
They can't see it, so you're fine.
Oh, okay. I got a rip in my jeans.
Oh.
Got sexy calves. Look at those muscly calves. Sam calls it a slug.
What?
Calls it like when I flex it and it goes like that. He calls it a slug.
Anyway. So, today, I don't know.
The sad thing is, I just got rid of this.
Oh! I was going to talk to you guys about
Getting all that weight back.
the guy. So I do a bunch of random handyman work and such like that. And there was a guy in an apartment, a rental unit. And he came from the deep south. And so he said that it was hot up here because it was almost in the hundreds.
Oh yeah, that's hot.
But he wanted to have all the windows open to help cool his place down during the day and close his windows at night because that's how he did it where he was in the south.
Yeah, because of the humidity, yeah, but we don't have humidity.
Right. I was trying to explain to him, and he was getting mad at me about it, is we kind of live in more of a desert type climate. So what happens is during the evening, our temperatures here will drop to right about 40 degrees or less. So if you take and you open up all your windows and you have that little bit of breeze to try and bring your house temperature as close down to that 40 degrees as you can. And then you close everything up and draw your blinds during the day. Your house here won't get as hot as it could because we have a dry, hot wind. Essentially, the breeze here is usually hotter than what the thermometer says.
Because
So I was,
you as it
woo, doggy.
That was
That was interesting. Someone just cut me off.
yeah.
But anyway, so I was trying to explain to him that because we don't have a temperature that holds on here, and because at night it's really cool and during the day it's really hot, that's why someone, when they went into his apartment and I had authorized them to go in and fixed everything, they had closed the windows to try to help keep his apartment cool. And he was trying to tell me with the breeze and everything, it had made it hotter than it would have been if the windows had been open. So, and what's even more funny about that was it was 75 degrees in that apartment, and it was 93 degrees outside. And he was trying to tell me that his apartment was hotter because the blinds and windows were closed than if the blinds and windows had been left open. So there was a 20, well, not quite, but close to a 20 degree difference in his apartment, or I guess more than. Anyway, numbers, night,
No,
whatever.
About a 25 degree difference.
But,
Well, no, 75 to 90 is actually 15, so 20 to 15.
so that's why I was trying to explain to him that basically the breeze in a desert is still hot. And so it actually will pull the heat into versus the other way around. And he just kept on getting more and more mad at me. And so I finally just went, I'm very sorry. We'll leave it open for you next time. The funny thing is, when we went back the next day to clean up and get his place ready for the next person to come in, his place was over 90 degrees and outside temperature was less than 80. But he had closed everything off during the night and opened it up during the day because it was too cold at night. Some people just don't like to listen.
You mean things aren't the same depending on where you go? That climates tend to change?
Yeah.
That
Well, that humid is different than dry, and that, yeah,
that desert is different than
Ozarks
swamp? Yeah.
or swamp areas, or, yep. And then when you try to tell them that areas are different,
All
no, I'm an engineer. I know about that. Wait.
Hey, what does an engineer have to do
What?
with climate?
I have no earthly idea. Except for, I guess, an engineer, some engineers do take into account where they are building the home so that the amount of insulation, type of insulation, and things like that they need.
I can, yeah. But has he built anything up here?
There you go. I doubt it. But he also did complain to me about how the bathroom tub was not done correctly because there was not a handrail across the bathroom tub. And so he has helped bring litigation against other companies for not having these safety handles. So when I tried to explain to him that he's on the second floor that you have to climb up a ladder to get to, he said, well, this has nothing to do with ADA. You just need safety handles. People are crazy. Anyway, I will give you more crazy stories, more wild stories, more things that are happening coming up. You guys have a great day.